Hello, men, and hello, women. Hello, everyone. This is Chris with The Age of Reason. Now, for a little while, I've been telling everybody that all you have to do to really see what's in the mix out there is just swipe over on your mobile phone and pull up the Google News and Media advertisements. Okay. You don't even have to follow the links. You can just swipe over and see what they're putting inside of everyone's heads. So let's go ahead and have a look at what's going on with the Google Media circulation system today. So we are at the top of the page and it says, Alien TV series will take Xenomorph to Earth for first time. Okay. So what they're doing a lot this with the remainder of this year is trumping up the idea of an alien species. Okay. And we've seen this predictive programming start with the so-called Space Force to begin with. So throughout the media since then, during this so-called COVID-19, which started as Corona, they change everything around all the time, fuck with your head nonstop. We have seen a lot of so-called alien information coming out. And remember, just before 2020 came the whole Raid Area 51, let's see them aliens shit, okay? And remember that fell off very suddenly, okay? Remember that. So let's go ahead and let's stroll through. Alright, and this is all just news blurbs that are being pushed through the Google system right now. Some people think that the Google media system may actually be completely AI controlled. I don't know. Michigan court says companies don't have to serve customers who are gay. Yeah. Well, of course. Why would they have to? You wouldn't have to advertise that you are gay. You just go in and do business because business has nothing to do with your sexuality, preferences. If you're going to exchange money for goods and services, you just get it done. But of course, we're not there anymore. The schizophrenic mind feels as though it has to boast and push everything onto everyone for some reason. There's a lot of insecurity in place at that state of being when you're a part of the so-called, what I call the schizophrenic mind. A lot of insecurity. I imagine that they must feel as though they have to push everything that they feel is who they are. And we're not going to read the links or anything. We're just going to go over this stuff. 10 EMOM workouts to build unstoppable mental and physical conditioning for who knows what. Now, I looked at this thumbnail, and what we see is supposed to be a man on the left-hand side, but I don't see an Orion's belt line. Do you? I don't know. The cross-gender agenda is very huge, particularly in these steroid-fueled bodybuilding scenes. I don't know why this is such a large thing now. Get ripped, get jacked. It's beyond just working out and taking care of yourself. It's an overdrive, which of course does a lot of internal damage to your internal organs. But this is what people think that they want. So the media will give them the ideas. This is what you think that you want, okay? But anyhow, just look at that image. I don't immediately see an Orion's belt, which is indicative then of a W2M cross-gender entity. Let's keep going. Watch AC/DC's Hellbound new video for Demon Fire. Speaking of cross things, cross gender, cross this, cross that, up and down, polarity, AC/DC. Okay? And they are, I guess, somehow still alive and still going. And somehow they still have a fan base, which I cannot understand. But I guess they've got this new Demon Fire. Okay, and well, how coincidental, right? Demon Fire. In this age where we are right now, the media is telling us about aliens. It's showing us that there will be restrictions on mankind, but you will be allowed to be considered whatever you want to be considered if that makes you happy through the cross acceptance agenda. Demon Fire. Do as thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. People don't know enough about it, though. There will be stringent controls on people. So, Demon Fire. Are you guys interested in giving AC/DC any more shekels and any more ounces of your time and energy? Well, that's all up to you to decide. Let's keep going. ACL 2020 Top 10 Ambient. I don't know what this is. Probably just some music crap that's being peddled. Impersonating a property owner. A man paid an artist to paint a Cookie Monster. Okay. I'm not going to follow it. A lot of so-called Russian news has been released over probably the last 5 years. I'd say at least the last 4 years, if not a little bit longer, with the advent of so-called RT news, which again, everybody thought that was an original and organic news source, but it's not. But so we've seen a lot of Russian influence in the media. Even at the children's level, there is a Russian children's show featured on YouTube with a little girl and someone who's supposed to be her dad, and supposedly they live in a mansion, and supposedly they play with all these infinite amounts of toys. I don't let my little girl watch that shit, but I've seen it, and I'm 100% convinced that it is a studio family, and that the mansion is just a studio, and the toys are, of course, all on loan to show them off and get people interested to buy these things. And I am convinced that the same is true of the so-called Ryan's Toy / Ryan's Family Review. 100% studio created family. Maybe it's their real family, but they're not living in a fucking mansion like that. There's no way. Anyway, back on track here. I don't know what this is. I'm not following the link. You guys can. Again, we're just going through the propaganda machine and seeing what we can see. East Bay Parks admits shooting of out-of-control cats. Now, this will be something that people who love animals, which is probably all of us, really, will immediately take an issue with, because we don't want to think of animals as being shot. However, this is actually a message about the controlling of pets in your home. We don't need to follow this link. I'm not going to follow it. I have already thought of this long enough. There will be a tighter control scheme on pet ownership in America. Whether you like it or not, it's coming, because you have no power to change it. So you're going to have to find a way to adapt. Okay? Pet ownership will be maximized even more than just licensing of your dogs and things like that. So get ready. This is telling you, they're shooting feral cats allegedly. All right. Just think about it. Just think about it. Pet ownership will be more regulated and restricted. Arch enemy Joe Manganiello, I don't know, shines in grounded superhero tale. I don't know. Some strange superhero movie, probably. I don't fucking know. But isn't it telling that it's called the Arch Enemy? The Archangel, the Archangel, the enemy here at 2020. AC/DC's Demon Fire, Aliens Are Coming, Arch Enemy. Is this a new superhero movie that's coming out? What's this going to encode within it? The greatness of Lucifer, freeing mankind into a whole new system of restriction, control, enforcement, and lockdown. Why don't you find out? Go ahead and read the link at your own leisure and come back in the comments and tell us. Sailor Moon fails to take the top spot in Japan's giant Sailor Moon anime popular, blah, blah, blah. There's probably something to this as well, but I don't know what it is. I've never paid attention to Sailor Moon, so. Some more cross creatures here. BTS reveals how they feel about being compared to the Beatles. Of course, that's the biggest thing. All these groups that come out over time, they're always compared to the Beatles. Okay, they did this with Oasis, they did this with other bands, and they're doing this now with this cross creation called BTS. All right, why would this digital pop group be compared to the Beatles? You tell me. It's all bullshit. But what were the Beatles anyhow? As MI6 British intelligence operation, you know, control mechanism to influence the minds of the masses, you know, and yeah, it's more bullshit, you know. They have to keep on trumping up, pushing up Lennon, and John Lennon, and Paul McCartney, and all these fuckers, you know. Who are they even? Are they even real people? They got to keep on pushing this shit though, and reminding people who they were as the generations continue. So they're going to remind people by comparing new acts to them. It's fucking stupid. John Lennon said, what? We're bigger than Jesus? Okay, so is BTS bigger than Jesus? Bigger than the gods? Yeah, come on. Top movie picks for you. The Fifth Element has to do with aliens, don't forget. Star Trek IV, The Voyage, Home, more aliens, and politics involved with Star Trek, you know. You have the Federation and things like that, international, interstellar, probably even interdimensional politics being played out. An American Pickle, oh boy. Preserved in pickle brine for 100 years, an Orthodox Jewish factory worker wakes up in, oh my god, wow. The Usual Suspects, I don't know anything about it. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. Interesting, they're letting that out, right? Amongst all this stuff. Short Circuit, this is telling us about the coming robotic technology that we will see take off probably within the next 5 to 8 to 10 years. Okay. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Okay. And this is one of the remakes of it. Members of the Cryptozoological Agency, Monarch. Agency Monarch face off against a blah 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 blah. Star Trek Picard. When did this start? Okay, so this is probably the foretelling of the coming of Picard. Okay, all of his Luciferian, evil, satanic greatness. That, I don't fucking know. You don't need to think too hard on it. You just got to figure off the jump that the message being pushed is going to be evil somehow, and have some links to spinning people's brains out of control. Well, here's fucking little Angus Young looking like a green leprechaun again. 15 best rock guitarists in the world right now, as voted by you, because your voice matters on the internet. Never mind artificial intelligence and all this that can easily generate so-called clicks for a vote and whatever. And of course, it's always going to be the same identities voted up as top guitarists. You have B.B. King, you have Angus Young, you have Jimi Hendrix, all the usual shit. Bob Dylan, all the pop icons of so-called guitar I can't stand that shit. What's the best way to insult a rock band? Oh, well, who fucking cares? Get out of here. Country throwback, Miranda Lambert's Kerosene album goes gold 15 years later. Throw kerosene on the fire, right? Okay? And you think that's a real woman? Those beefcake arms. I don't know. More cats. Feral cat population scrutinized at city council meeting. Here we go. Okay, the city councils are identifying a problem with feral cats. Okay, so you're gonna have to start getting rid of your cats, cat ladies. So if I have any cat ladies listening, just pay attention. Pay attention. Okay. Parallel exclusive interview with Mr. Robot star Martin, which is Martian, okay? So we have an alien connotation by the name here, and robots, okay? Star Trek, back to Star Trek too. Star Trek went into the Borg with Picard, okay? The Borg is coming, the gray race of gender-neutral worker-class drones who will obey the feminine queen of the hive is coming. So there's nothing you can do to stop it. Remember, you have no power. You've already exhibited this by the state of reality and the state of the world at this point. I want to flip tires. How CrossFit changed Nevin Smith's life. More so-called workout crap. Okay, CrossFit. Trans, fit. How do you fit into the mold? Trans. Very strange word plays there, huh? Okay. I get it. They're saying, no, it's just about cross training. All I'm saying is it a coincidence, okay, that in these workout fields, there are a lot of obvious cross-dressers, cross-sexuals, trans-identified people and things like that? No. Laughter will save us here. Tune out with some comedy that will go ahead and gloss over what's happening and allow you to ignore it further. Snowflake sugar cookies. That's nice. Check out that nice six-pointed star. Some will say it's a Star of Remphan. Some will say it's a star of the so-called chosen people, etc. Yeah. And we can refresh it, and it's just a constant stream. U.S. physicists rally around ambitious plan to build fusion power plant. Okay, they have to keep telling us that nuclear power is real and nuclear weapons are real and all this, and this will be the time when they start pushing it more within the next 10 years. Oh, Noel Gallagher of Oasis. Didn't I just bring him up a little while ago? That's kind of strange, isn't it? Huh. Extols the Bee Gees in new documentary clip, You can't go by that sound. Oh, fuck you. Rocket Man talk. Pay attention to JL26 with all of his incredible Rocket Man connections. A rocket from 1966. There's your coding for 666, as the 9 could be referred to as an upside down 6. Jimi Hendrix wrote the song If 6 Was 9. A rocket from 1966 has found its way back to Earth's orbit. They're telling us that all this space crap is coming back. Get real. Black holes that spin fast enough might gain new powers. Okay, so, well, sure, as power is allowed to go out of control, yes, there will be a lot of destruction. And this is what they're telling you, is the powers of this world are unchecked. Expect more destruction. That's precisely what they're getting at. As things boil over and come to a frenzied status, there will be more dysfunction. Ohio power plant collapses. 2 missing and 3 hurt. 2-3, 3-3. I don't know. You tell me. 2 times 3 is 6? I don't know. You tell me. Bitcoin is going through the roof in Argentina while the government imposes new who knows what. Of course, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are actually all over these feeds typically. I'm actually surprised that this is the first one that I've seen today. Get ready, because the dollar is finally going to be completely destroyed and eventually put out of business somehow. I don't know how, because there is still a lot of speculation about the control of inflation for currencies. All you gotta do is read around, but they're working on it. They're working their brains. Somehow, the dollar, a physical currency, will be put out of business. I don't know when, but they're working on it. Okay, I don't know when, but they're working on it. Of course, having a hard asset such as a cache of so-called money is more beneficial to everyone involved, but eventually they will find a way to outdo it. I don't know how, but they will. Watch 25 Years of the Sun. Why do they keep showing space so much during Operation COVID-19 and the creation of the Space Force and aliens and everything else? Why? What are they doing? Are they creating mankind into an alien-like creature such as the Borg? Or will an alien xenomorph or gray or something else show up from outer space? I don't know. What's in the works? You decide. Honeybees found using tools. Okay. Using tools to repel hornets. That's pretty cool, I guess, if there's anything to it. But however, of course, the honeybee is a symbol of the monarchy and royalty. So think of this, okay? The honeybee allegedly using tools to attack the hornets, okay? There will be some form of opposition, and it will probably be quelled. I'm sure it will, because mankind has no power. So the monarchy ruling creatures of this world will always find a way, find a tool to beat down any opposition that it may feel is impending. Saved by the Bell Star, Tiffany Tyson, TT code, TT, double cross code, clears up if Zach Morris is Mac's real dad. Well, I wouldn't even think that that's a thing. I don't know anything about these creatures, but there you go. It's just something else to keep you distracted. 10 exquisite creatures that once roamed the earth. So you gotta keep on telling us about, ancient dinosaurs and creatures that mankind has put into extermination and everything else. From the Smithsonian, there's your sun code, as some might say, including me on occasion. All right. So while we have this exquisite creatures that once roamed the earth, now we also have a new whale species discovered off of Mexico. Are you kidding me? Okay, if this is real and it's never been noticed before, do you think that that it actually exists? And if it does, was it genetically engineered by mankind? That's what you need to think on. You can't just think, oh wow, this is actual proof that the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot might exist. No, if this was never seen all the way up until 2020, was it genetically engineered? If it's even real. All right. They want to keep you hooked into a cryptozoology, which we had that keyword pop off a little while ago in a movie description. Okay. You see how they keep everything tightly knit together. Very tightly knit together. Cryptozoology, this could lead you to get into cryptozoology and think about, like I say, Loch Ness Monster being real, aliens being real, everything else. Bigfoot, whatever you can think of. The boogeyman under the bed. All right? Bad Religion, prepare to play songs they haven't touched since the 80s. Well, Bad Religion gave us the album The Gray Race. The Gray Race, as I have said before, is the Borg. A genderless, colorless, raceless worker drone class. It is the Borg. The Borg was painted gray on Star Trek. Isn't that interesting? The subtle second coming of Google Plus. Oh, okay, so more the rise of the machines, rise of artificial intelligence, the rise of online tracking, and finding ways to connect you to a non-existent avatar. Yeah, that's what this is about. Physics might create a backdoor to an afterlife, but don't bank on it. Okay. Physics, afterlife. So this would be what? Like probably some kind of extra dimensional theoretical realm of physics. Okay. Now, that's what they're wanting you to think, that they will be able to cross into hell or the kingdom of their own accord. The exercise mask. Our gear guy swears by. Right, so you're supposed to wear the mask even when you're exercising outside now. Okay? An exercise mask. Well, this one allows a specific portion of oxygen to pass through and filters your internal exhalation waste. And, you know, it's all bullshit. Of course, it's all bullshit. They expect that you will start to wear this next, okay? As you do your CrossFit and all your fucking weird imam workout shit, okay? All right? You see? It's very tightly knit. I'm telling you. Everything. Smoking gun in the Facebook antitrust case. This is, remember, Bill Gates is the first antitrust case to jump off during the 90s. Okay, and of course Bill Gates was just nothing more than a CIA asset, and look where he is now. This is the same thing going on with this so-called, what's his name here? You know, it's the same thing. He is a fall guy for another CIA endeavor. Okay, this Facebook was strictly a government creation. It wasn't about, oh, I copied High Five because I liked it so much, and MySpace and all this, and it was fun. No, it's 100% social engineering and social experimentation and social tracking. All right, and this dude here, if it's a dude, is he even real? Is it a fucking robot, like a CGI? That sounds crazy. I'm just having fun there. But this dude will just be another fall guy, and he will eventually be given another role. And you watch, too. Ubuntu Linux will also have a hand in this coming tracking system as well, with their so-called Unity desktop interface. Oh, yes. Unity of Ubuntu. We are all one. We are all created. I have talked about Ubuntu being a MI6 British intelligence deal for a long time. Nobody else ever has. But I know that it is, okay? I know that it is. I'll talk more about that later if anybody's ever interested. But anyway, back on track here. Sheckelsteiny here, whatever the fuck his name is, he's another CIA fall guy, all right? Don't worry about it. He's going to be a part of something even bigger eventually. And we could just keep going and going. Young ravens rival adult chimps in a big test of general intelligence. Oh, what we got here? Climate change. COVID drives record emissions drop in 2020. Of course, right. Because that's what it's all about, right? It's we need to keep the planet alive so we can keep on making plastic, right? California and Washington ban Chevrolet's Camaro SS and ZL1. Why? Read the link and find out. Find out what the real underlying story is. Is it a ban on personal travel, personal transportation, personal conveyance? That's coming. The greening of the earth is approaching its limit. The green man, okay? The green man. I'm the green man. The green man that you put out in your garden. You know, another devil creation. Okay? So, the Green Party and all that. All purely evil because it's anti-man. And we're not talking about anti-human. It's anti-mankind. Mankind was put here to reap the benefits of the earth, of the soil. Anything abject to that or adverse to that is adverse to mankind and mankind's potential. More talk about cats. Do cats get cold? Okay, how to keep your cat warm this winter? Well, how about keeping the heat on if you're that concerned about it? Do you get cold? Should be the question. And then the headline should say, how to keep your heating bill paid this winter. But they want you to focus on your cats, I guess. What I learned from a CrossFit 6-week challenge. Oh, there we go. And what's this? Supposed to be a woman. All right, of course. All right. You guys, it just keeps on going. Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. Space aliens, galaxy. Okay. All tightly linked together somehow. Loki, religion, God, devil, Satan, Bible, etc. First trailer brings back the Asgardian trickster back into the fold. Okay, and the trickster god is very real. In Islam, Allah said, I am the greatest of all tricksters. So there is a trickster god. Okay. Telling you guys, we could keep doing this all day. Oh, here's our freak of nature here. Ellen DeGeneres announces she has COVID-19. Talk show shut down. Of course she does. He's got a little bit of everything, doesn't he? You know, including short woman syndrome. So you already know they have to use these celebrities to pass this off onto people, to keep the mental virus going. To keep the mental virus spreading. Because that's what it's 100% about. Guys, I got to wrap this one up. Again, we could keep going all day and all night. But why don't you guys just go ahead and check out your headlines on your mobile device and see what they're trying to link your mind with. Okay? See how it all links together. You know, galaxies, aliens, devil, Satan, Loki, talk show, virus, everything else. It's all 100% tightly linked together. Okay? All 100% tightly linked together. And it always will be. Now, so, that's all for now, guys. This is Chris with the Age of Reason. I thank you very much for dropping by to listen. And I'll catch up with you guys next time. Keep both eyes, all three eyes opened at all times and pay attention. Alright? This isn't that hard to figure out. You can do it. I'll catch up with you guys later. Thanks for liking, commenting. I appreciate all your comments from everyone. And please share. Alright? Help us push our thought pattern. Alright? Our individual thought pattern. We are not legion. We are individuals. We are of mankind. I'll catch you guys later.